Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone had a nice weekend. I have some exciting stuff that I have planned for some upcoming videos, but it may not happen because I'm currently experiencing some problems with my Breville Bambino, where it keeps entering into a cleaning cycle mode after 1 to 2 uses. So I'm not sure what's going on. I filed a claim with Breville to see if they could help me out with the issue, but I've tried doing like a reset on it. It hasn't really fixed it. For now, I'm just going to keep running the cleaning cycle to try to clear it, use it the 1 or 2 times I can, and then just keep dealing with it until I have this solved. But for the good news, I started roasting again. These are 3 roasts I have here that I did from a Nicaraguan coffee. And I wanted to test at least one of them today in today's video. And then another one that I wanted to film is I picked this up when I was back in New York. It's an Ethiopian anaerobic processed coffee. I've been having some really solid anaerobic coffees. The 2 I've had so far were an Ethiopian one that I picked up locally here in Philly, and then my buddy brought a Colombian anaerobic coffee when we were down in Nags Head last week, and the flavor notes, the tasting notes completely blow me away. Like it's crazy. So I'm hoping to get that filmed for us to experience together, but I'm hoping my espresso machine can hold on a little bit longer too. But I think for today, I have 3 different roasting profiles here, all on the lighter side, like a medium light side. So I have this one here, 408 degree finish at 9.5 minutes. This is the second batch I did. It is a 408 degree roasted coffee at 7:47. So this one roasted a little quicker. And then I have this here, 412 at 10 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm gonna brew at least one of them today. If the machine doesn't go into a cleaning cycle mode after I pull the shot, I will do another one to get like a comparison. So let's get these beans grinded up and we'll get to tasting. All right, guys, so this is it here. This is the pull. Came out a little quick, 18 seconds for a 39-gram shot. So the tasting notes it should have are cacao nibs, strawberry, vanilla, and a black tea. So I'm hoping we can get those flavor notes with how fast it extracted. I'm not exactly sure if we're gonna get any of them or all of them, but it could definitely smell like a black tea, I almost feel like. What do I taste? I definitely have like black tea. I guess out of anything. It may have been over extracted. It's pretty good. Really light. The machine didn't go into a cleaning mode, so let's try a second shot. I'll skip forward to the extraction, so be right back. This is the shot here. So these beans were a little darker. I'll show you them after to give you a little comparison in terms of bean color. But the espresso looks darker. It pulled roughly the same time. So I think I'll have to grind a little finer. But it also makes me think that I'm literally on the 3 setting on my Baratza Sette 30, and that's almost at the end. So I'm thinking that my burrs may need to be replaced soon, because I usually would have to grind at like the 5 for the espresso I brew when it's fresh. So may have to get a replacement. So I do still get like a black tea note when I smell it. So this one was also the 7-minute 47-second roast at 408. And I'm not really getting much. It makes me think, like, I get more, really out of what's on this list, I got more of the black tea for a taste. But I could have gotten the roast profile wrong too, which really didn't bring out the flavors. From what I read, they suggested a higher temperature roast for this, like in the beginning, like to get to the dry, like get through the drying phase. So I may have applied too much heat if possible, but at the same time, it tasted really good for an espresso. I think this could be probably brushed up a little bit, maybe with the roast to get more flavor out. But I still have that third one, and it didn't go into the cleaning cycle yet, so maybe I'll pull that too and we'll do a comparison. But before I consider that, let me at least show you the beans. These are the beans here. See, a little darker, really even color, which is nice. Honestly, I feel like there was a zest There was a zesty tasting note in this. Almost like a citrus forward black tea. I don't really get cacao nibs, and I really don't get strawberry or vanilla. But before I'm too quick to judge, let me brew up the third one, and we'll do a comparison of all three. So this is the third roast here. Very similar, very identical in color to the second. But the difference is here is it has a longer roasting time as well as a higher final temp. So let's get it grinded up, and we'll see how it is. This is the shot here. That one came out really good. 22 seconds, or 25 seconds technically, I guess. So, again, same scent. Still get like a black tea forward scent. I don't know, maybe I got the roasting profile wrong. There's not much there. I'm not really getting strawberry or vanilla. Cacao nibs, I mean, super subtle. Definitely more of a tea forward espresso. If I were to go by the tasting notes, but I don't know, very basic espresso taste. I'm pretty sure I have the roast wrong. I got to figure that out. Maybe I have to slow it down a little bit, not blast it with heat in the beginning. And this is why I ordered this batch of green beans the way I did, where I only got 2 different types. I got 20 pounds each, and it was to literally experiment with different roasts for one particular coffee to get a much better understanding of what that coffee likes, and maybe give me a better understanding of what roast works best with a bean that's similar to that coffee. So like the Nicaraguan one, it grew in an elevation of 1,320 meters above sea level. So it's like, okay, so using that as like a basis, or using the density of it as a basis, like I can get a much better understanding for future roasts if there's a bean that's similar to it, instead of guessing, you know, with 20 pounds. It's like, this is kind of my my lab session of earth science, I guess you could say, right? It's like just testing it, getting a much better understanding, and kind of creating a formula to better my education and experiences with roasting coffee in the future. So, I mean, this is really good. I think this is going to be a better like latte forward espresso for how I roasted it. But for the next like comparison video I do for the espresso on the roast I did, I think we'll see if I can get the roast a little better to bring out those tasting notes. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. So far the machine's working, so thank you. And the next video I do this week, it's going to be this guy here, anaerobic Ethiopian. And one thing that stood out the most for a tasting note, look at that, cherry Coke, crazy. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. So It did it. Gotta figure this out.